Hey folks, George Adventure here. Hope all you fellas are having a great day so far. Fellas tribe, I hope everybody is having an awesome day. Got my little old skull right here. Put him in here. Got my knife ape. I know y'all seen some of my videos that I've been buying some Winchester knives. Most of them are vintage. I did buy one Chinese made one that I carried. I just wanted one that was cheap so I could you know, just carry it. And I wanted to do some jimping on it and just do some stuff like that, you know. So I didn't want to spend a bunch of money, so I spent $29 with taxes. But I still would prefer the vintage knives. So this is a Winchester. Let me see if you can see this shield. It's a Winchester. You can see the horse with the rider. That's Winchester's official logo. Kind of hard to see. It's a small shield, but it's a shield. And I've been started kind of carrying Barlows here lately. I really like them. I've got this one. I've got a Baron Sons, couple case ones. I got a vintage case one upstairs I've been carrying. I've got one my daddy-in-law gave me. I think it's an Imperial. But I've got a few of them, not many. But I saw this Winchester and I'm thinking, man, I got to get that. The only thing I can find wrong with it, it's got a little crack here and a little crack here in the delving, but that's pretty common. It's no big deal. It's not going to hurt anything. Cause this is definitely delving. Don't know who made it. You know, maybe Bluegrass Cutlery Incorporated that made these. Could be Camillus. Not sure. But you can see it's a pretty knife. You can see it's got the big bolster like a Barlow's have. And it's got brass liners, nickel, silver, or stainless steel. I'm not sure. Springs. See the back of it. The blade's kind of a little off on this one right here, but I ain't worried about it. The blade's not hurt. I like the shield. This is USA made, and you'll see here in just a minute. It's got a half stop. As you can see, let me get it. I'm gonna get it in here a little bit better. You can see it. You can see made in USA right there. Usually the when it's made in China, the main blade won't have China on it. It'll have the Winchester, but it won't have made in USA. And this one has the Winchester 1 of 1,000 on there, etched. It's got a cool looking spear point blade. I may carry this thing, man. I really like it. But if this was a Chinese made one, it would have China. You know, it would have China right here. Got a nice little pen blade. You know, pen blades are good. Nice little pen blade. See, no tang stamping on this blade at all. But it's got a great little pen blade to use. These pen blades are good for a lot of things, you know, especially cleaning fingernails. Like I said, it's got this spear point blade. I like this blade. I think it's awesome looking. And you can see it's got, you know, for reference, if you want to try to find one on eBay, you can just type Winchester knives and then 29020 on there. If you want one of these, you can type it in. I've typed them in, and there's usually a couple that pop up. But like I said, I like the Winchester brand. You know, I've got this one. I've already shown this one. This one's going upstairs in my Winchester box. But I know I got a lot of guys that like Barlows, you know, or know more about Barlows than me. I've got one I've had for years. I've never really carried it much, but I've been toting it here lately. Just thought it was cool. But you can see the length of it. About three and let's see, about almost 3 3/8, not quite. The length of it, the blade, and that's the length closed. The blade length is, it's about 2 5/8 long, give or take. You can see right there. Cutting edge is 2 3/8 on the cutting edge. Total length with the blade open. Yeah, let's give it 6 inches. Half stop, of course. There's your etching. Got some great snap. I'm gonna get my finger in the way of that bad boy. Both blades got some good snap. Like I said, it's a half stop. But it's a you know, I honestly, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know Winchester made a Barlow. You know, like I said, I've been looking at Barlows. I've got a couple I want, you know. I'm probably gonna get me a 6.5, a bone stag from Case, and I've got a couple of the queens picked out. They got a beautiful stag queen. I'm gonna buy it to carry. But they got a you know, a green bone, a red bone, and an amber bone too. And then I got a vintage queen Barlow picked out too. Not saying I'm gonna buy them all, but I just kind of want to get some. The one I wished I would have bought, hindsight, you know, if I had the hindsight, was a Smoky Valley Sunset, and I'm gonna try to find one at a decent price if that's possible. That Smoky Valley Sunset that Smoky Mountain Knife Works came up with. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful Barlow. But you can see that pretty shield there. It's got 4 pins right there. You can see that. Awesome knife, man. These are great. These are great carry knives. I usually drop it down in my 5th pocket if I got a 5th pocket. Usually your jeans do, but always, most times shorts don't have a 5th pocket. But it's just a good looking knife, man. The Barlows are nice. You know, they've kind of grown on me, and there's some YouTubers that's kind of made that possible, you know, because they show them. Mr. Barlow Brigade, Big Jim, he's a big Barlow guy. You know, there's several of y'all out there, but I like the Barlow. It's a neat pattern. It's an old pattern. It's a vintage pattern. I remember, like, my dad-in-law carried one for years, and he actually gave me that thing. I will probably pass it along to one of his grandsons. I'll probably pass that along. But just a neat pattern. So I'm almost at 10 minutes, y'all. I do have my Timex watch on with this orange watch band. If you're looking for a nice, plain, good-looking watch, check these Weekenders out. These Timex Weekenders. It's called a Weekender. Timex makes some good quality stuff. So, but anyway, y'all have a great day, and be safe out there. And may God bless you.